Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, according to the Russians, the Ukrainians abandoned positions in Zaporozhye region. And as you know, Ukraine conducts its offensive, and it's very successful according to some Western media outlets and the Ukrainians themselves. But sometimes they say, well, maybe it's not going as fast as it was planned or hoped for. Now the Russians saying, wait a minute, it's not even that way, it's even worse. The Ukrainians, according to the Russians, are leaving their positions, are abandoning the positions. Remember, this is Sputnik. So let's go and see what they are saying. So Sputnik right here. Ukrainian, this is 3 hours ago on the 8th of July 2023. Ukrainian forces abandoned positions in Zaporozhye region, say authorities. Ukraine launched its long-awaited counteroffensive in early June after a number of postponements. Russia's defense ministry said that Ukrainian troops continue to try but are failing to advance along three directions: South Donetsk, Artemovsk, which is Bakhmut, and Zaporozhye, the latter being of primary focus. So Zaporozhye being the primary focus. Now, let me show you where this is the South Donetsk and where is Artemovsk, Bakhmut and Zaporozhye. And for doing that I have to go back here to get their map. Right there. Here it is. So we have here, this is Donetsk right here. And they're talking about South Donetsk, which is this area. Zaporozhye is right here. And then Artemovsk, Bakhmut is here. I'm going to make it like this. So Bakhmut, the Russians are calling it Artemovsk, is right here. So Artemovsk is right here, South Donetsk is right here, and then Zaporozhye. So this is the area actually where the supposed counteroffensive is raging, the Ukrainian counteroffensive. The Ukrainians, according to the Russians, abandoned their positions, they say, in Zaporozhye region, in this area. So let's go back, if we may, to the article and continue talking about what the Russians are saying about that abandonment. All right, so let's go and see. Ukrainian troops have quit their positions near the village of Pyatikhatsky in the Zaporozhye region. Vladimir Rogov, a senior official of the Zaporozhye Regional Administration, said, and I'm quoting, "The enemy completely abandoned its positions near the village of Pyatkhiatsky, and they came out suddenly," Rogov said. In his opinion, I don't like that, the reason for the retreat could be rotation or regrouping to strike in another direction. So they pull out their forces from there and maybe focusing on Bakhmut, I would take it, because Bakhmut seemed to be their location where they want to break the front. And I'm quoting, "Time will tell why they left their positions, but they suffered very heavy losses," Rogov stressed. Earlier, Rogov said that the Russian army had launched a counterattack near Pyatikhatsky, driving the enemy from the outskirts of the northern part of the settlement. The village itself is under the control of the Russian military, but the enemy from nearby positions has repeatedly tried to seize the village of Zerebyanki. So let's see where this little village, if we can find it on the map. All right, and we found it, and it's right here by the Black Sea is right here. Here is the Crimean Peninsula. Here is where the reservoir used to be by the Enerhodar. The nuclear power plant is right here. So it is right here. This is where they supposedly left their position in the area. Well, I have a question. How did the Ukrainians get to this point? Because as far as I know, the demarcation was between these guys right here on the Dnieper River. So that means they advanced and now they're going back. You see, that's the way sometimes you figure things out. Let's go back to a map here. You figure things out just by, looking over. That's not what I wanted. Let's go like this. You figure out where exactly they are by mentioning certain villages. So let's go back to this one. So that is right here, in this area. Oh, it was my impression that this was on that side, but it's like here. Okay, got it. So it probably is right here somewhere. Because if I go back on the coordinates, it's on this little road between Vasilivka and whatever bigger town here is. Let's see, Vasilivska. So let's go like here. Let's go back and find it out. Find where it's at. Vasilivka, it's probably right here somewhere. It's Vasilivka. So it's on Vasilivska. So it's on this road here, between this. So right here. Okay, so this is where they retreated. So I thought that the front was a little bit longer here by Zaporozhye, but it's not. So here is the location where supposedly, according to the Russians, the Ukrainians left, or at least abandoned their positions. So let's move on and see what's going on. The village itself is under the control of the Russian military, but the enemy from the nearby positions had repeatedly tried to seize the village of Zerebyanki. So Ukraine's much touted counteroffensive kicked off in early June after months. Okay, we got that one. So, abandoning their position in that area. Where are they going to go? Probably to Artemovsk, to Bakhmut, because the Ukrainians really claimed from the very beginning of their counteroffensive that they advance in the north and south of Bakhmut. Supposedly not in Bakhmut, in the city, but around on the flanks, north and south. We'll find out with time, but as of now, they're losing the initiative in Zaporozhye, at least in that location. Now, I don't know how many troops are over there and what is the distribution to say, okay, that's been like 5 Ukrainians pulled back, or it was, 3,000 Ukrainians. I have no idea. They don't say the amount, the size of the retreat or whatever, the abandonment of that location. So, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.